check today. Okay. Yeah, so I'll start by just gonna actually comb your hair first because it makes it easier for me to just, as I'm moving the hair around and looking at your scalp, it'll just be a lot easier for me. So what I'm gonna do is start by just taking a look at your skin, making sure there are no, irregular spots or sun damage or issues with your skin. So I'll just start with that. And then once I can kind of evaluate, the condition of your scalp and everything, then I will just sort of go from there. I'll also get my scope out so we can look a little more detailed at your follicles and see, much more magnified what that will look like, and just give us a better idea of what we can do. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So just grab my comb here and get started. Your hair looks pretty healthy, so that's nice. It's very good. Some knotting over here. But see, this is why I like to comb beforehand, because that way, I'm not having to switch back and forth from combing and getting knots out and things, and my tool to just kind of view your scalp. So, are you out in the sun a lot? Okay. And do you wear hats? Okay. Now, do you typically part your hair on one side? Like right now, I'm not even really seeing much of a part. So, okay. Yeah, changing the part up is good. Just because, it's your skin. Your scalp is your skin, and it's still very, susceptible to sunburn and just the damage from the sun. So, just if you are going without a hat, people typically don't put sunscreen on their scalp, but if you have a part and you're going to be out in the sun a lot, then I do recommend putting some sunscreen on the skin that's showing. So, yeah, just be cognizant of that. hair is pretty well combed out. So I'll start with just my kind of thorough evaluation of your scalp, and just again, like I said, making sure there's no areas of concern or, sun damage that we want to address, or even, send to the lab or anything, okay? I'll start with the middle here, and then I'll work down the sides. Of course, check behind your ears. also for you. I'll make sure to email that to you so that you can have that and monitor any change in size. Yeah. Yeah, nothing to worry about. What I'll probably do is just do a little scrape, it won't hurt, and just shoot it over to the lab. But yeah, really nothing to be too concerned about. But yeah, we always just like to monitor any sort of mole or birthmark or anything that looks, just a different color. So we'll go ahead and grab a picture of that, okay? Okay. Alright, so that is nice. Yeah. You can see the image there, very clear. So the thing that you're going to want to try to do is, I'll actually measure it as well. So, and I'll document that so that you can measure it too, because if you take a picture closer up, further away, it might look, it might give you cause for concern when you don't need it. So we'll get a measurement as well, but we're just being extra cautious. Okay, now for the back of the head. Okay, I'm usually less concerned with the back just because you're not getting as much direct sunlight. Of course, with these shaved cuts and things, there's more, but still tends to be less. So I'm still parting down kind of vertically, but then underneath here I'll do a little bit more horizontal looking as well. So far, absolutely nothing irregular. Look at this. Comb out. Okay. Now I'm just going to check behind your ears. Yeah. Do you ever apply sunscreen to your ears? Okay. Yeah, if you can start doing that, it's one of those areas that is so often just exposed but not thought about as like your skin. So definitely make sure to do that, or even wear a nice fully brimmed hat, because yeah, there's definitely some sunspots starting to form, some freckling. just on the top here. I'm not really seeing anything behind. Okay. So just now down on the bottom here. Yeah, nothing of concern back there. So all good on the evaluation. So just that one spot. Let me do a quick measurement. Alright. Okay, I'm just going to find that spot again. There we go. And about 3.5. Okay. Alright, so now I have my scope here. And yeah, it's just a camera with a very high magnification. So I'm just going to, I'm not going to go as thoroughly as I did for the scalp check. This is more to get an idea of the, health and cleanliness of the follicles. And, if there's, more than one hair growing out of them or just one. So yeah, we'll just take a look. This won't be as thorough, like I said. Just kind of general area. So right on top here in the crown. Okay. Yeah, so a little bit of buildup. What types of products do you use on your hair? Like shampoo, conditioner, hairspray, gel, whatever. Okay. Okay. Yeah. And how long do you, are you scrubbing when you wash it? Okay. And then do you put conditioner on the root or just on the ends? Okay. Yeah, so one thing I would suggest is that you do double wash. So once you wash your hair the first time, just rinse and then do it again and really scrub, and then apply your conditioner on the ends only. Yeah, no, that'll really help. It'll make your scalp feeling clean. It'll make you feel like that longer. Okay. No, it's pretty consistent across the board. And it does look like your hair follicles are nice and healthy. I'd say most of them have like 2 hairs growing out, which is really good. Towards the hairline, there's, more like 1. But yeah, just checking different areas, because like I said, I'm not doing, full mapping out or anything. It's kind of more just zones So just be conscious of that. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, that's for the scope. Okay, like I mentioned, I'm going to just scrape a little bit of your skin. It won't hurt. It'll feel like I'm scratching it really good. That's all. But then I'll, put it on a little test strip here for us to send off, okay? Okay. See, that didn't hurt, right? Okay, perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna send this off, and it usually takes a few days to get back. So yeah, probably 3 or 4 days. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna apply just some of these drops. So yeah, I didn't really even explain the state of your scalp. So like I said, there's a little bit of buildup, but it doesn't appear to be oily. So that's why I think it's more of a product type of buildup. Because I do feel like in general it's a little bit on the drier side. So yeah, it's something that definitely not a problem, and it's definitely not excessive. It's very healthy, which is why your hair is so healthy. But what I can do today is just apply a little bit of this serum, just a little extra hydration, and then I can give you some to take home, and just to see how that changes how your scalp feels, if any of that itchiness goes away. Because you did say that, right? Yeah, a little bit. Right. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to apply just a little bit. In. Just gonna put some right into my hands here. Feels okay? Good. Just gonna use this to work it in a little bit. Yeah, it should feel kind of like a little gentle massage. if you don't have one of these, it's nice for sort of stimulating follicle growth and working in product. So, yeah, they're cheap. So, definitely worth having on hand. Yeah, it's really, really relaxing. Towards the front here. Alright, now I'm just going to take a look and make sure that it's relatively worked in. There aren't any major spots or gaps. All worked in very, very good. Like I said, I'll give you some to take home. I'd say once a week, just after your shower. Yeah, it won't make it feel greasy or affect how you style it or anything. Alright, well, that's it for your scalp check and treatment. Yeah, it was really quite simple, I know. But I really think that a little bit of hydration is going to help. And of course, I will email you the photo of the spot with the measurements. And I'll follow up with you in just a couple of days on what the lab says on the just the small sample we got. Okay. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I hope you just feel so relaxed.